into temptation with not playing music in the beginning of our live. What's up, Stephenson? Oh, thank you for the 199 super chat. I appreciate you, homie. Term limits for the Supreme Court. Well, I don't even like the term Supreme Court, so I say disband it altogether, and we have a tribunal council of elders, mostly made up of women, that will decide these issues, and loser goes to the, oh, I can't see that. I can't say that yet. I can't, we're in the beginning of the live, so I have to watch my language. YouTube said if you say certain things within like 1 minute of starting a live, they come and they crank up the 7 Mile spanking machine. They go, and all of a sudden I got to get on all hands and knees on all fours and climb through the 7 Mile spanking machine. I don't want to do that. So, but term limits for Supreme Court, Steffelson's comment. I would say I don't even like the term Supreme Court. It doesn't seem very supreme to me. It just seems a bunch of hoity-toity think they're better than users, you know? And they're kind of not deciding impartially. They're being very judgmental. Let's get rid of judges. Let's have matriarchal tribunals. That's my theory. Anyways, you're already getting me distracted, Steffenson. You're already throwing me off. Let's play a little us versus them. Link in the description. Go follow this band. This is like Rage Against the Machine, a nouveau wave of rage, if I can call it that. Except they are the crescendo of oppression was curdling upon us like a tidal tsunami, and us against them shot from the darkness like goddamn Batman and went psh, and they met the moment. And these guys are brilliant. And I want to give a big shout out to Emilio and the boys in Us Versus Them. And thank you for giving me the blessing to play this. I appreciate you. I did reach out to them via the YouTubers. And I have connections. So they fully blessed that I can share this with you. All I would do in return is if you like new rage, maybe a little punchier, maybe a little more cutting edge. I'm trying to think if I could even play the song. How many minutes are we in? 2 minutes? Oh, yeah, I think I can play this now. This is, you know, what we've been waiting for. The new art coming out is amazing. So please go like and subscribe to Us Versus Them. Go check out their music. They got a big catalog. Hello, Steffenson, Captain Obvious. Hello, everybody rolling in. Rob was in the files. Jacob C. What's up, man? I was in the awesome files. You're right, homie. I was in the awesome files. What's up, cool cats? What's up, smoknblondie? I was in the awesome files. You didn't specify, Jacob. Good try, buddy. But I was in the awesome files because I bring you awesome stuff like this. Us Versus Them. Link in the description. Go subscribe to them. Go give them a follow. Here they are. Are you ready? Old people, cover your ears. Young people, cover your eyes. Good to see you, man.
I won't pledge allegiance to a flag that when it's dead, they're gonna treat us like we dead wrong. I want every fed gone, every single agent, from ICE and from Homeland and from the CIA, bitch. America is racist, these are cities on courses. You disagree with lobbyists, you get deported. They gon' rip you from your wife and your unborn daughter.
What's up, Primal Screams? What's up, Shy Pixie? How you doing? Solidarity, comrades. Welcome. Jacob, 2 months and I've been watching a year. Remember back when you didn't have ads? I remember back when I didn't have people watching. You were one of the few, Jacob. Pro folk. I'm gonna play some of that for you. If you haven't seen the Iranian Lego video, oh my god. I don't know how much I can play though. This is not it. This is us versus them. Link in the description. What's up from Queens? Jagar, North, Jodan. If I pronounce that correctly. I did not mean to butcher that, but that's a cool last name. Oh, they want to silence us, silence us. And let's see, Titanium. Do I truly believe men and women are equal? Hell no. Women are much better than men. Much better, dude. Fall in line, bitch. They want us quiet, and I won't shut up. Just ask all the maggots in the comments. Big ups to us versus them for letting us play their music. Appreciate them. Go give them a subscribe. How you guys doing? We got a lot to get over to. 2 more freedom dollars. Jacob, you spelled it wrong. It's free D-U-M-B. Thank you for the super chat, Jacob. How have you been, man? We got to catch up. We can't do it right now, though. Thanks for supporting the channel out there, 369. Out there. It's set up that way for us. We don't have any other options speaking out. What is he saying? Oh, I love it. These are the people that go, oh, I see you're not a fan of capitalism, but you have an iPhone. Yeah, bitch, we're operating within inside the belly of the beast. We are within the system dissenting. You servient fools. You servient fools. You get your queen in charge and you go, yes, sir. Yes, master. Yes, whatever it is. Oh, war is good now? Okay, I voted for this. $7 gas? I love it, sir. Come on, man. Don't be a bitch. Don't be a bitch. Dissent. That's my bumper sticker. Here's my other bumper sticker. Work really, really hard out there, and one day this can be you. Rip. Worked very hard. Sorry, really hard. I love people when they come in here, they're like, just work harder. Stop complaining. Just work harder. And I'm like, I can hear your white privilege through the fucking screen, friend. All right, because who is that? Pro Folky? I don't know how to us versus them. That's who it is. Thank you, Stevelson, for the 199 super chat. I'm supported by viewers like you. Thank you guys for the super chats. I love you. And thank you to all the members in here. Smoking Blondie, Primal Screams, Stevelson, all the comrades. Professor Oak. Oh, I was reading it. See, I thought folk was, oh God, thank you. Sometimes I'm an illiterate, you know what I mean? I didn't read it as P-R-O-F, oak. I wrote pro and then folky. Because isn't there like a frogoki? I don't know all the Pokemans. I couldn't collect them all. But now I get it. Professor Oak. My apologies. Good to see you, by the way. I'm glad you're here. Glad everybody's here. I'm not taking attendance, so don't sweat it. If you're late, stroll in. Just sit in the back somewhere. Keep your head down. Put your hoodie up. Kick your feet. Kick your shoes off. Put your feet up. All right? Relax. We got a lot of news to get to. You know, Be Best is back. You know, Be Best. You know Be Best. Brought to you by that Be Best bitch in the White House. That Slovenian whore. You know Epstein's good #1 girl. Melania. We got Donald Trump explaining how well the war is going. We have Representative Pete Sessions telling us Mark Wayne is maybe not a skilled person, but that guy's got some skills in reading people. I don't know. I thought when they were hiring people, they were only bringing in the best. It turns out they're not. And they're admitting it on live TV. Hilarious. But because Professor Oak wanted to, I can't play the video for you because not enough of you have hit subscribe. So that's not my fault. That's your fault. 80% are watching and not subscribing. Just looky-loos, man. But class is always in session. The Church of the Free People's Union is here every single weekday and sometimes on the weekends. So hit subscribe. To all my people in the struggle, to all my people working, to all my people getting off work, to all my people going to their DoorDash and Uber jobs, to all my people that have been affected by the capitalist system that stays oppressive no matter what, that the greed rots people from the inside out, where it has allowed the Epstein class to just run freely and run amok. This is for you. So join up, join the vanguard. We're doing God's work here. You know, because God was a communist. Jesus came down. He said, when you get to heaven, it's a moneyless, classless, societyless, stateless, great place to be. And everyone's like, oh, that sounds awesome. Communists, you know? And I'm like, that's Jesus describing it, homies. All right? This is the dude who, you know, if he was walking around in flip-flops and a dress, carrying no cash, wandering the streets, fucking healing people for free, y'all would have fucking sent the Chode enforcers, the Epstein army, ICE, to go and, you know, deport that dude to El Salvador. So this is God's work. But Professor Oak wanted to, I'm so conflicted on playing this. I really want to play this. If you haven't seen Iran trolling Trump with this rap song, it is so good. But the thing is, oh man, I don't know if it's gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna be ended up paying, you know, YouTube's gonna be like, ding, you owe, you know, whoever created this, you gotta split your 5 cents for every 1,000 views that you get, or 1 penny. I just don't know, and I don't want to get, you know, dinged up. So I'll just play a couple clips of it, okay? The other thing is, be careful, because Walmart, Target, Kohl's, and CVS are like the only fucking places you can shop now. They're really, they've really decimated America. Like, that's a sad thing. Don't go to the airport right now, but if you do fly somewhere in America, just get off the plane, get out of the airport, drive 4 miles in any direction, you'll see a Target, Kohl's, Walmart. That's it. It's fucking pathetic, man. We've just become one big strip mall. That's all America is. So if you unfortunately have to shop at Walmart, like the rest of us, again, for the guy who's like, oh, I see you're complaining against capitalism, but you shop at Walmart. It's like, bro, they eradicated Bradley's, fucking Woolworths, Kmart. What else saw the way of the butcher because of these Jeff Bezos fucking tyrants? You know, they've eradicated everything. Is JCPenney still around? I don't know. What else? Sears Roebuck. Remember them? Like, all this shit's gone, man. It's not like we could just fucking pretend like we can do something else. We're stuck in this system. This is why I do this every day, to wake you, McFly, anybody home? To wake you up and get you to understand that as soon as we organize, here's a little numbers game for you. Let me know if you can figure this out. Well, we're the 99%. They're the 1%. I don't know if you can figure out which one's greater. You know, answer at home. But yeah, Walmart is doing their AI dynamic pricing in the news today. So just be careful, because, you know, if you're carrying your spy device, your Palantir surveillance phone on you, when you walk into Walmart, if they know that you like ice cream, guess what? Guess what's going to be more expensive? Ice cream. I got a couple clips of that. But here, let me play you some of this Iranian Lego trolling Trump. This is so good, man. So good. Listen, I can't play the whole thing, so you're going to have to find it on your own. Hopefully you know your way around the internet. It's a dangerous place, so be careful out there. I also got news about a lawsuit that Meta is going to have to pay money because they were endangering kids, which good. But the amount they have to pay, I'm going to prove to you how this is all a scam and rigged and fucking, set up for businesses to just continue on committing crimes even after they've been found guilty. Why? Because the punishment doesn't fit the crime. I don't understand how poor people need to go to jail to learn their lesson. You can't do the time, don't do the crime. But wealthy people hiding behind corporations just get a little, hey, you pay us 60 cents and better not do that again. And that's what happened. So I have all this news. We're going to get to it. But here's Iran trolling Trump. This is great. I'm only going to play a little bit.
Yeah. You crossed the ocean just to find your grave.
Okay. I'm going to skip around because, hold on. I don't know how much I can play this.
Yo, tails, this shit crazy. Yeah. Make America great again now. You will see what happens. Yeah. Watch this.
Oh my God. This is so good. If you haven't seen this, it's so good. I'm just going to skip around.
You the only one to blame. Bleeding for a puppet while you shaking in your sweet LOSC. Taste the ass in defeat.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. Yo, this, I know I told you guys that Pam Blondie's How Is the Dow is the song of the summer. It's been preempted. That bitch went to the back burner real quick. This song is the new song of the summer. If they release this on CD, I'll get it.
The pressure is rising. We locked on the target. And now you are hiding.
And they got him as a Lego dude holding the Epstein files. This is so funny. This is so funny. If you still believe left or right, doomed. Okay. Out here. I'm going to have to put this up so people just, can act accordingly. Act accordingly, folks. Act accordingly. All right. Hold on. Let's talk a little Be Best. Go look up the Iran thing yourself. All right. I can't do everything for you. Mar-a-Lago District 2 has now. Oh, you know what? I got a different news story to get to. Has 2 Dems elected. I know. Democrats are in charge of Mar-a-Lago. That's how much that. Listen, I thought Donald Trump left New York because he was hated so much. Now he's gonna have to leave Mar-a-Lago. Probably, I don't know, settle on a little island, out in the Bahamas somewhere. What is it? Saint something? Little St. James. I heard Little St. James is beautiful this time of year. If all your neighbors hate you, Donald. Hit that like button. 118 people. Thank you. Yeah, hit that like button. Out here, I don't really address the stupidity too much, but if you're working for a corporation, you're contributing to driving a Ford, what do you suggest, man? Everybody just fucking just go on a rent strike? Because you're the kind of people, too, that are like, you should just work harder, pay your rent. Why don't you buy a house when your parents offered it to you for $1? The thing, man, is people are trying to survive right now. So what I'm trying to do is teach people that this system is rigged and we need to organize against it. You don't just fucking stop going to your job because some nerd on the fucking internet was like, if you work for a corporation, which, by the way, most of America does. I know you're going to say, I'm an independent contractor. I'm outside the system. Meanwhile, you probably got a fucking MAGA bumper sticker on your truck, you fucking loser. But here's the thing, man. People are trying to survive. So, again, I'm glad you're starting to understand how this system operates. The system operates by tying healthcare to work, making you work longer and harder than you ever have before in your life. We used to have a single earner economy in this fucking bitch. And now people are not only at jobs that don't pay enough, but going to another job after and sometimes door dashing after that. So this is structurally made like this. Just like there is systemic racism, there is systemic oppression. Racism is just a byproduct of capitalism. That's all it is. But the amazing thing is that you're almost starting to get it. That these people that can't afford to be full-time fucking revolutionaries, that can't afford to fucking do anything besides try to afford egg, in case you missed the last election when people are like, hey, the guy that bankrupted the casinos, that's the guy that's going to fix the economy. This is baked into the system. This is why the greedy rich people have bought off all our politicians, left and right. They're all bought and paid for. Every single last one of them. Every fucking single last one of them is compromised and does not work for the people. Understand that right now. So we need to get people to understand that before we could say whatever the fuck you're mumbling about. But hold on, because we got a goddamn great story today. Because, you know, we're all going to look forward to this. Um, we are all going to look very forward to this day, the big, beautiful obituary day. You know, when the BFFs once again roam the fucking back alleys of hell. When these two are roaming the back alleys of hell again, it's going to be a beautiful day for all of us. And I would imagine a lot of people would say, good, I'm glad he's dead. Just like that presidential tweet from the other day. Hold on, where's my news story? Where be my news? Where it be, my friends? Oh, here it is. Here be my news. If you didn't see this story, if you're in, where is it? If you're in Miniqua, I don't know where that is, Wisconsin. If you're in Wisconsin, you need to, whenever this happens, you need to stop by this bar because they're giving out free beer when we're reading his big, beautiful obituary. And what spurred this news story is Donald Trump's Robert Mueller post. If you didn't see that, let me just show it to you. Because remember when everyone was all butthurt saying, you can't talk bad about Charles Clark, whatever his name is, that racist. But this is what he said. Remember when people were saying shit like this about Charles Klan? You know him from the Ku Klux Klan, Charles Klan, the racist dipwad. Remember when, if you said this about Charles Klan, you were fired from your job and everybody attacked you, and Jimmy Kimmel got taken off TV for not even commenting on it. Jimmy Kimmel's in tears over it. I was like, man, I would have been fucking hysterically laughing, being like, just give me 500 rim shots. This dude died of fentanyl like that? Gross. So nobody can say shit now because the president's coming out and saying, good, he's glad people are dead. So, you know, just shut your mouth. And now we get to all act presidential and say shit like this. But because of that, because, you know, the president is a petulant tyrant toddler, this bar is like, yeah, we're totally gonna fucking give out free beer the day he's pushing up daisies, man. So I think I reported on this whenever this story first came out, but I just wanted to remind you, Wisconsinites, cheeseheads, is that what you call? That go support great independent local businesses like this. All right, here's some good news. Here's some good news. What people mean by the rise of the Epstein class in a graphic. Thank you, Kyle Kolinsky, Secular Talk. These are, over the years and presidents, these are the prosecutions of white-collar crimes. You know, Donald Trump really doesn't, though, anymore. And this is the numbers in thousands. And as you can see, Donald Trump has dwarfed any kind of white-collar prosecutions because he doesn't care about you, because the Epstein class, the wealthy elites, are highly well-organized, and they all have each other's back. That's why, well, you know, your friends and family lose health care and SNAP benefits and any kind of welfare in this country paid for by our taxes, because he ain't paying for it. In fact, we don't even know if he pays taxes. Only president not to release him and then sue somebody for leaking his taxes. Yeah. This guy is just letting all the big criminals off the hook. And the funniest thing about MAGA is they want to talk about fraud. Number one, they don't care about fraud. They want to talk about, you know, crime and law and order. They have all these punching points that they stand on their principles on. And the thing is you don't, you know, and I wish you did, because if you were cool, man, if you were one of the cool fucking kids, you would just want law and order to be across the board. You'd go, we can't have law and order when it's only directed at people who dissent against us. It has to be, and more importantly, I would say, if these white-collar crimes, like all the people Donald Trump pardoned of the white-collar fraud crimes, the people that they owed money to, that restitution money, is gone now. They're not going to pay their victims because Donald Trump pardoned them. And I don't know if you know this, but usually like small time crimes uh, are not that causing that much damage and money because they're smaller crimes. So these white collar people, like the Wolf of Wall Street, that fucking loser Jordan Belfort, he was ripping off penny traders, but for millions of dollars. So people lost their whole livelihood. So those are the kind of crimes that you could benefit society more because they're more expensive crimes. But that's okay. It's like trying to explain it to someone who's fucking coloring up crayons, man. Let's go through some more memes. Some more meme stuff. Oh, did you guys see this? Ecuador released this video of the attack. Today we just found out, thanks to New York Times. I can't see what that says. It was actually a dairy farm. The U.S. government stated at the time, at the request of Ecuador, the Department of War. When they changed the name, did anyone really think we were going to just defend ourselves? Or they were going to war freedom? Executed targeted action to advance our shared objective of dismantling narco-terrorist network. I'm not going to read anymore because, again, this is a dairy farm. They're lying to you, and they're just committing these acts in your name. They're the ones that are saying, like, hey, we have carte blanche. You know, like 20% of the country, which is MAGA, 20% of adults, which is MAGA. Here's a picture of MAGA, okay? I see these bumper stickers all the time with a MAGA bumper sticker, and I'm like, this is hilarious, man. This is the deepest irony I think you could get. You know, these people that rock stuff like this and then have a MAGA hat on, and you're like, you all right, buddy? Or they usually have similar charges, you know what I mean? It's just, there's a deep irony, you know, with anybody. I don't know. Like I support the sentiment on the shirt, but does that guy, you know what I mean? Does that guy, you know what I mean? Does that guy? I feel like anybody who's got to wear a shirt like that is probably hiding something. Not just my opinion. What else? Oh, here we go. No, I don't want to talk about this yet. No, you don't. Free Cuba, si se puede. We're gonna get to this. We're gonna get to that in a minute. I just gotta find, what was I looking for? Oh, here we go. The New York Times also got noted. If we're gonna reference the New York Times, we gotta let you know that the corporate media is not your friend. They're here to profit off of you, get your email, get you to pay them $1, even though they have banner ads and pop-up ads and all this other stuff. They ain't your friend. They're here to set a narrative for you, okay? And this kind of proves it. Breaking news, Israel said it planned to expand the territory it controls in Lebanon, suggesting it might remain there beyond the fighting. Readers added context. That's just called an invasion. That's not expansion. That's called invasion, homie. But again, you know, with the tyrants in charge and the strings they pull on the puppets, they redefine words every single moment. We heard that with Donald Trump. Remember, I was playing the audio for you where he said, we obliterated Iran's nuclear arsenal. And then someone said, well, if you obliterate it, how do you get it back? And he said, well, they could dig it up. And then Jon Stewart even had to look up obliterated, which I usually do for you here. We look up words so we know what the definition is. I'm a fan of learning and reading Rainbow. And it turns out obliterated does not mean buried. So 2 different words, but you know, 6th grade reading level, I think Donald Trump and most of America's at. So that's why we got to do this stuff, you know? That's why. Hold on. What else do we got? Here we go. For everybody new here, this is what it is. This is what it be, all right? And just so you know, if you're one of the people who is like, I'm a righty, I'm a lefty, no, you're not. You're part of the bottom. You're a power bottom. You just don't know your power yet. And I'm here to embolden you and encourage you. And for you to understand that the Epstein class is very well organized. They're all buddies. That's why all of them went to the Donald Trump inaugural ball, you know? That's why they're all funding Epstein Memorial Ballroom at the White House. That's a weird thing to put at the White House. Let's see. Have you guys seen this tweet by your president, not my president? I'm so proud of our ICE patriots. They were unfairly maligned by the lunatic Democrats for years. This is so funny because that's such a like talking point for Republicans now. Like lunatic Democrat. Like you don't even have, there has to be nothing before or after it because they don't comprehend anything before and after it. He's literally sold them on lunatic Democrats. And I say, bro, the Democrats are more part of the Republican Party than some of the Republicans are, you know? And just by the way, just so we all know, none of them work for us. None of them. I can't stand the Democrats. Liberals, the Republicans, the far-right twatsies, MAGA, all of those politicians, they don't work for us. I'm sorry. Are you first here and that's here? Take a minute. Take a minute. Make sure you're okay. Think about what I'm saying and then understand it. And now at the airports, in addition to what they're supposed to be doing, they're helping people with bags. I've seen the videos. They're not helping people with bags, bro. Even picking up and cleaning areas. Ooh. He turned him into a $78 billion trash boy company. They are so proud to be there. Ooh, is that a dog whistle? They are so proud, boys, to be there. The fact is, they shouldn't have to do this, but they are rehabbing a fake image. I would just say, anyways, given to them by the radical left Democrat politicians. Bro, Donald, just tell me one person that's a Democrat that is radical left. I'll tell you what the radical left stands for because I am a member of the new woke left. We're the ones that these guys boogeyman us about. You know, how they're always like, oh, radical left, they're going to come and give you health care. That's what we believe in. Health care paid for by your taxes. Actually, no. Most do, but I say by billionaires' taxes. We just tax them at 100%, anything over $1 billion, and they can be 999 millionaires, and we fund our healthcare system. And we get rid of insurance companies. Just get rid of them altogether. They don't serve anything. What's the product health insurance companies give you? They don't have a product. So there's your answer. It's a scam. But I would just wish somebody would ask them, like, who's a radical Democrat and what are those radical beliefs? You know, because they're not pushing for a $66 minimum wage. They're not pushing for a 15-hour, 3-day work week. They're not pushing for 5 years of paid parental leave for when you have a kid so you can be there like the Republicans want. You can be a mom and a dad in the home with your child until they go to pre-K. They're not pushing for free ambulance rides so nobody has to take an Uber. They're not pushing for any kind of regulations to have the cleanest, best water in the fucking world, check Flint. And they're not pushing for any of the shit that I push for. I would say that's radical. It's not even radical. It's just radical to people who have been confined to this fucking box of politics where you're either red or blue. And that's all that exists. And nobody gets to think outside of it. And if you do, then you're just radical. And it's really not radical. It's like human rights stuff. You know what I mean? Right to food, water, shelter, clothing, education. I don't know. That's radical. Then Jesus was the most radical fucking dude ever. Let's read some more of this. The public is loving ICE. Did he ask anybody in Minneapolis? Or what public is he referring to? Just the racist turds? Okay. So the Democrats unwittingly did us a favor. They are great American patriots. So are they radical or are they great American patriots? They just happen to have much larger and harder muscles than most. Oh, so wait. Oh my, I can't believe I just read that. I forgot about this part. So the Democrats unwittingly did us a favor because ICE, he's saying, are great American patriots. They just happen to have larger and harder muscles than most. That's a little gay bait right there, right? Like, was that a shout out to Mike Johnson? Was this a dog whistle to Mike Johnson? Like, what is this? You know what I mean? Like, is this presidential talk or is this locker room talk? Is he trying to coax these? Is he grooming ICE? Is that what is the president grooming ICE through Twitter? Because I'm starting to feel like he's like, Don't worry, boys. You're great American patriots. You just happen to have larger and harder muscles than most. Mm. Like, dude, you just sexually harassed a fucking your own Epstein army online in front of everyone. I'm pretty sure your boss can't say you just happen to have larger and harder muscles than most. Like maybe I don't even yo I don't think I was gonna say maybe just take out the harder, but just I just want you to envision, picture your boss coming down to downstairs today, from the fucking C-suite that he's residing in, or she, and I want you to imagine your boss walking in and being like, a lot of people here hate you. I call them radical, but you're a great American patriot, and you just happen to have larger and harder muscles than most. I know some of you perverts would be like, oh, that's awesome. But normal people would be like, why the is my boss talking to me like this? What is going on? What is going on? This is literally the definition. This is what you see in like a sexual harassment video at work where they're like, all right, everybody, we got to do this because old out there keeps mouthing off to the ladies. Like this is quintessential. This is like, and sexual harassment can happen in multiple ways: in person, online. And then they're like, what would you do if your boss said this to you? You have larger and harder muscles than most. Yo, the president is sexually harassing a group of Proud Boys right now. I just want everybody to indulge in this because, once this regime crumbles, we're just not going to have this kind of fun anymore. We're not going to get to watch a pervert on the world stage perv out on other men. So MAGA, how's that make you feel? Are you chafing against your zipper right now? What's going on, MAGA? Speak to us. Because here, all are welcome. That's the thing. In the land of the free, I always take that to mean you are free to express yourself in any way you please. If you have a certain orientation, a certain way you believe that you are, then that's what the land of the free is, We're not some Sharia law state, are we? Isn't that what everybody fear-mongers about? Or we're not some third world country where they don't let you do stuff like that. The land of the free means you're free to express yourself, right? So MAGA, come on, open up right now and tell me when you read this tweet, because you got the alerts on and it went right to your phone, right? And you said, whoa, ICE has larger and harder muscles than most. Let's see if he's true. Anybody want to check on ICE? Let's do a live shot and let's check on ICE in the airport. Hold on. And let's see if they really do have larger and harder muscles than most. Here's a picture of ICE. This is not a joke. That's a picture of ICE. I have more pictures of ICE if you want to see if any of them have larger and harder muscles. We're just testing the president's theory. Again, if you're just tuning in, welcome. Oh, what's up, Tennessee Blacksmith? Good to see you, comrade. Tennessee, for you, if you just jumped in. We're reading President Trump's tweet about how he's so proud of his Proud Boys. He's the proudest Proud Boy daddy there ever was. Daddy's a good term here. And then he goes on to sexually harass them online, which is crazy for your boss to be saying this stuff while you're at work. They are great American patriots. They just happen to have larger and harder muscles than most. Maybe this was Stephen Miller tweeting this and his demons are seeping out. But now we're going to check in with ICE. And you can vote in the comments. Do you think they have larger and harder muscles than most? Here we go. Live to ICE. Okay. We can check some other photos. I did this yesterday. But would you say those are larger and harder muscles than most? Or do you think, they're about to start a fucking late 2000s pop emo band, Do you think they're about to start a fucking Save Ferris cover band? Do you think that this All-American Rejects garage band wannabes, do you think they have larger and harder muscles than most? Ollie loves BKDK. They look 16. They do. I don't think they're checking IDs with ICE, which, if you know the irony of that, is hilarious. I do have a story about how the military just raised the age for people to enlist. which is always a good sign when you're at war and they're like, hey man, you don't have to be 35 anymore. You could be 42 and don't worry about cannabis. Like, we'll take anybody. So yeah, they look 16. They look like a joke. They do, you know, like it's kind of adorable. Like, I'm almost like, is this a picture from last Halloween? Look at these adorable little guys. He definitely watched like a lot of cop shows. He's like, I put my shield on my belt. Man to man. Bro, watch my back. Fa! Bro, watch my back while I do a couple push-ups. I'm gonna get my pump on. Like, this, I believe, is like the Logan Paul demographic. or sorry, what's his brother's name? Jinxies Paul. I think his name is Jinxies Paul. But I didn't even know, like, you know, maybe they thought they were signing up for something else. What the? Hold on. What the? There we go. Treat that like button as you would a twatsy's face and punch it, folks. Hit that like. Hit the subscribe. Hit the subscribe. I'm here every single day, supported by viewers like you. Solidarity to all my comrades, all the members, and all the super chatters. Thank you. They look like they just finished 8th grade. That's being a little generous. Actually, no, you're right. This looks like, you know, first day of high school vibes. He's like, oh man, are we going to sit at the cool kids table? He's like, shut up, dude. I told you, McLovin. Cut it out. Nuh-uh. Pity and Kitty Committee, what's up? I love your post, Pity and Kitty Committee. I love seeing the pups. I love seeing the pets. I love it. Happy Wednesday, all you sane folks. Oh, what's up, knowing someone? Good to see you, man. Okay, so remember, the reason I'm showing you these ice capades is because Donald Trump said they're great American patriots. They just happen to have larger and harder muscles than most. So, did you guys, is that? I'm pretty sure I'm bigger than both of those dudes, but that's okay. Let's look at some other ice people, okay? Here we go. Larger and harder muscles than most. Okay. Let's check some more ice. I just want to see if we can find one with larger and harder muscles than most. I would say larger. Oh, he said larger muscles. So, okay, there's more of ice. Looks like they're, you know, guarding the fucking Cinnabon. I'll tell you what, at this airport, the Auntie Annie's pretzels are definitely safe. Nobody's going to lay a finger on that guy's Butterfinger. This guy doesn't look larger and harder muscles than most. What the fuck is he talking about? We know what ice looks like. We've seen them do the fucking Scooby-Doo. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hold on. We've seen them do the Scooby-Doo on ice in Minnesota. It was literally ice capades. Let's go live to ice in Minnesota. Hold on. Let's go live. They just heard Auntie Annie's is doing a buy one get one free. Cinnabon has a buy one get one free. I'm sorry. Listen, I wouldn't have to do this if the president wasn't so stupid, okay? I mean, you can't go, like, here's the thing. Maybe he doesn't know people have the internet. Maybe he's going to shut the internet off, except for his one website. So he's like, whatever I say goes. Nobody, stop looking up pictures, guys. Stop proving me wrong with your eyes, you nerds. The funniest thing is like, maybe he's just thinking, he's like, oh, no one will double check. There's no way they're going to find out what ice looks like. They're not on camera murking American citizens. Maybe they just, you know what? This guy is so old and dementia ridden. Maybe Stephen Miller and Hogg's Keg Breath, or Pete Beg's Breath, whatever his name is, the secretary. You know, the secretary, the one who takes all your calls when you call war. The Secretary of War, Peter Hogg's Breath. Maybe they were just making like AI videos of Joe Rogan, like all Joe Rogans as ice. you know, with like really short shorts. You know, Joe Rogan loves to wear the booty cutters. He's adorable. He's so in the closet adorable, Joe Rogan. I'm like, bro, just come out, man. It's fine. You'd be a fucking hero right now to so many people. Just be who you are, Joe. You don't have to wear the booty cutters and fucking, you know, do your little do your little queer bait thing, you know, taking pictures next to celebrities and they're like dressed because it's winter and he's like in the booty cutter shorts, the 1980 Larry Bird shorts, you know what I mean? Oh man. But maybe all of his handlers, because he's got a ton of them, you know. There's Epstein, Ghislaine, Netanyahu, Putin. He's got a lot of handlers. Maybe they're sending him. The reason he thought the American ice triots, the fake triots, have larger and harder muscles is because maybe AI. They made an AI video of like an ice force just of Joe Rogan's kicking heavy bags, and he's like, "Wow, those are some strong guys. We got a good team out there." And they were like, "That's right, sir. It's the that's who ICE is now." I hope that video leaks. Good God, I hope that video leaks. But don't worry. I know you're like, stop. I know what you're saying to me. You're like, listen, when you're talking about the president,
don't be rude.
And it's hard because, you know, good, I'm glad he's dead. You know, those comments, quiet piggy.
Quiet.
But I know you diehards. You diehards know that Donald Trump, he's got nothing wrong with his brain.
It wasn't the brain because I took a cognitive test and I aced it. I got a perfect mark.
And I mean, that could have been Albert Einstein for all we know. Like, Albert probably has a quote somewhere where he's like, you know, nothing's wrong with my brain. I took a cognitive test and I aced it. Perfect marks. Albert W. Einstein. I don't know what his middle name was. It's probably like something weird. Like Bogart. Albert Bogart Einstein. So yeah, guys, I don't want to have to do this, but you know, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. When you start sexually harassing ICE via the internet, telling them that they have the largest, hardest muscles you've ever seen, you know, maybe he's just trying to bait Joe Rogan. He's like, Joe, you're not texting me back, man, and Melania is ignoring me. Let's check in on the polls. How's he doing? Ooh, that's not looking good. Oof. Thank God Americans are bad at math because, you know, they see the green and they're like, oh, that's got to be awesome. I don't know what those squiggly lines in the green are, but, you know, green is on top, so it looks like we're winning. This is win. Welcome to American-style winning. Yep. Welcome to American-style winning. This is the definition of American winning. I want to get this tattooed on me. No mask on ice no more. That's right. Look at these adorable little. You just want to pinch your cheeks and wonder if, you know, mom says they have to be home when the lights come on. That's an old thing. When the street lights come on. They're not that old. They don't know what that is. You know, they're probably playing Angry Birds and Zombie Plants. What is that, Plants vs. Zombies? They're probably playing some kind of, you know, Chuddle, Wordle, whatever the kids do. You know, they're like, oh man, you see the latest episode of Skibbity Doodah or was Skibbity Toilet? You know, and he's like, nah, man, that scares me. My mom says I still can't watch Skibbity Toilet. He's like, oh, dude, I told you. You come to my house. I have unrestricted internet. My mom doesn't put time limits on my iPad. These fucking losers. I hope you never get a job again because of this photo, you fucking losers. Oh my God. That will teach him. You know what I mean? That will teach him. You have any jobs before? Yeah, one. What'd you do? I was ICE. Get the fuck out of here. Oh my God. What are they? Jesus, dude. At least wear a hat. Make you know, toughen it up a little bit, bro. Put on your Donald Trump was right about everything hat. That's what they should do. They should be wearing Donald Trump was right about everything gear. So that way when Donald sexually harasses them and says online, you know, you boys have the biggest, hardest, largest muscles more than anyone. They're like, yeah, Donald Trump was right. Donald Trump was right. We are the strong boys. Never mind Proud Boys. We're now the Strong Boys. That's what they should change their name to. Can we please rebrand the Proud Boys to the Strong Boys? The hardest, largest Strong Boys? The Muscle Boys. Can we call them the Muscle Boys? Oh my God. The Muscle Boys. It's the Muscle Boys. Oh, what's up, Dusty? Good to see you, man. How you been? It reminds me of taking German classes. I want to go to Germany. The butterface next to me was a neo-Nazi. They always look like that kid. Yeah. Oh my God. Dusty, that's a good point. I'm pretty sure if you look up, what was the incel pew pew guy? Look like him. If you know that news story, there's so many of them, so it's like, you're like, which one, dude? Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, these are the let me show you the people that are like, you know, superior genetics fucking crowd. Let me show you the superior genetics crowd. It's fucking, what is that? Who's the Bobby Kelly? Is that the comic Bobby Kelly? I know he's been struggling for money. I don't want to sully his name. I like, but Bobby, I love you, buddy. Jesus Christ, Bobby, is that your brother? Is that comedian Bobby Kelly's brother? He's like, man, the economy's tough, man. You know how many eggs I'm eating a day? I'm down to 14. I'm down to 14. I was doing 2 dozen at one point, you know? Times are tough. I'm down to 14 eggs a day. And he's like, hey, man, look at the time. They said we're allowed back at Cinnabon in about half an hour. This is the superior genetics crew. You gotta fucking be kidding me. Just like Elon Musk. I'm like, bro, you had to go to Turkey to fucking put hair in your head. You know, like, don't tell me about that shit, you fucking loser. Oh, man. Okay, hold on. What were we getting at? What were we even doing? Dusty distracted me. Oh, yeah, by the way, these are the guys that are wrangling this. Remember when they said they're locking up the criminals? Remember when I played you the audio of Donald Trump saying, you know, we have eyes on the sleeper cells and, you know, ICE is getting rid of the murkers and the grapers and the drug cartels and all that. This is a nonverbal 5-year-old who was just released from ICE detention. If you wonder why I fucking despise ICE, despise them. No remorse, no regrets, as some wise carnies would say. No regrets. It's because of shit like this. Parents weren't criminals, and this 5-year-old, nonverbal 5-year-old, was in a detention center. There's a special 20th circle of hell that you've never even heard of for people in ICE that would dare fucking take a nonverbal 5-year-old. Did you know you were signing up for this boy? I feel like I need to go and find these gentlemen and talk to them and be like, where the fuck are your parents? Do I need to put you over my knee? Do you understand what organization, what gang you just joined? These are not good people. They are trafficking kids. You understand what you signed up for? I don't want to hear you did it for the money. No. Shh. I'm speaking right now. You will go like this if you'd like to say something. I feel like I need to correct these children. You know what I mean? Where's Erica Kirk saying, where are the fathers? I'd like to know, where are these motherfuckers' fathers? Did they drop them off at the job today? Because bad dad. You were raised by bad parents, if that's the case. So if you were wondering why I have no sympathy, no empathy, no heart for, you know, Bobby Kelly and Cinnabon's fucking livelihood, or this chud who's trying to hide from photographers, it's because, you know that t-shirt? You know that t-shirt I showed you earlier? Hold on, here it is. Because people like this don't give a shit. They're not speaking out against it. You see them in the comments all the time. Oh, Ice Ice Baby, cheer on. Bro, this is a nonverbal 5-year-old child. I don't know if he's diagnosed with anything, but he should not be separated from his parents, and especially when his parents aren't criminals. And anything other is child abuse. You understand me? No 5-year-old should be in an ICE detention center. I want to hear somebody say they should. Go ahead. Come on, MAGA. Come on, MAGA. Hey, what's up, Duffy? Good to see you. Sir Westman. No shit. Fuck the government. Amen, Anna. I hope you hit subscribe and the notification bell. We need more people with that kind of spirit around here. Their parents put them there. Oh, there's one. Too stupid to be on Earth. Stop sucking up everybody's oxygen. 40 anuses. That's a weird name. I hit that like. Thank you, Anna. Appreciate you. No. Again, Tess. Thank you for showing yourself. I'm muting these people, by the way. Don't blame my mods. I'll take full credibility for muting these fucking idiots. And I only, if you're too stupid to comprehend that this is not fucking the Emilio Gonzalez kid with the little bunny ears, you're just telling me you're a dumb racist piece of shit. You know what I mean? So, not that story. Thanks very much, though. I know all people of this color just look the same to you. This is why I'm muting these people, because they shouldn't have a voice. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you're going to be this racist, this hate-filled, if you're going to preach your fucking gospel of Jesus that uses a battering ram on people and then turn around and willfully allow a child to be detained in a detention center, maybe you don't know about Jesus. That'd be funny, because MAGA claims to think Donald was anointed by God. And I agree with him. I think he was ordained by God to come to fucking earth and expose all the hypocrite Christians. So he knows exactly who to send to hell. Okay? Are we clear on that? That's why he was ordained. Spread that around. Share the wealth, as I always say. Jesus says in Matthew or something, I'm not looking it up, but he talks about anyone making a child stumble and fall. Anybody getting in the way of, a child being a fucking child, he said it is better for that person to tie a heavy millstone around their neck, one that donkeys would wear, that's how heavy, and throw themselves into the sea. Those are Jesus's words. It's in the red in the Bible. Read the red. I read the red. Did you read the red? Read the red. So that's Jesus's take. You know what I mean? Not even mine. Show that if you word hard, this can be you post up again? What? I don't know what that means. I read the red. I read the read. I read the red. This is getting confusing, but you guys know what I mean. MAGA is Christian. It's faux Christian. It's faux. Smoking Blondie. I love it. Hold on. A guy named Donald. That sounds like a pedo name. Says all this talking does nothing. Donald, just tell me what actions Donald Trump takes. You understand while he's president, he's campaigning. The only thing that dude does is talk. In fact, I pointed this out yesterday, that the one day he wasn't on camera talking, one Saturday, people thought he was gone. They were like, oh my God, he's gone. He's gone. So that's all he does. In fact, he just has like verbal mishmash. It's like diarrhea. It's like incoherent babbling diarrhea coming out of his mouth all the time. That's all Donald Trump does is talk. He doesn't do anything else. He can't walk upstairs. He can't drink water. He can't fucking hold his wife's hand, but that's mostly because she hates him. So I think it's adorable that you're like, oh, talk. All you're doing is talking. Yeah, that's what humans do, you fucking maroon. Did you not understand that? Are you just a fucking jive turkey, man? Come on. You don't understand that humans, as a species, we've evolved to communicate. That's why you get so excited when you start chafing against your zipper when Joe Rogan jumps in the ice bath. You're like, oh, I shouldn't have these feelings. 50 lashings for Papa. Wise up. For some odd reason, there's no ICE agents at Miami International or Fort Lauderdale. I wonder why ICE isn't in Florida, even though that is, one of those high immigrant ratio states. Hoop says, I'm not a Christian. I have no idea who Jesus is. Oh, Frankie Berry, you could leave that one. I love not reading them and reading what they're really saying. If you don't know, if you're new here, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell. Sometimes these idiots come into the comments and think that I'm gonna fucking read what they're gonna say, and I just twist their words and make them look like a buffoon. Because they're just pick-me girls. They're just little pick me. I need your attention. I'm gonna say some shocking stuff. I'll never do it on my own channel, and I won't show my face online, but I'll say it in a comment section. Oh, you're adorable. No, don't worry, Frankie Berry. I'm just letting you know. Let some of these maggots talk. You know? Like James. James says, I gargle balls. No, that's just his handle. Weird handle, James. Oh, look. Cole says, Joe Rogan is a performative male final boss. That's true. And we will defeat Joe Rogan. Hold on. Christopher. Guys, MAGA, you're not sending your best when you send them into my comments. Don't be censor people's message. Sorry, Christopher. Are you Christopher Naif? What is Melania's last name? Whore? Are you related to Melania? Did you help her come up with Be Best? Don't be censor people's message. Totally, dude. I don't be censor people's message. Man, what the fuck? Hey, AI, get your bots together, man. They're fucking your game up. What's the problem with Joe Rogan? Besides that, he's a cuck for the Epstein class? Really? I go into this almost once a week. Joe Rogan's a joke, man. And he wears booty cutters. Just come out the closet, Joe. He loves wearing booty cutters. Always around other men. You don't really see Joe Rogan around a lot of females, you know what I mean? And when you do, he's well dressed, He's covering head to toe. He's it's like he's worshiping a goddamn religious holiday, Joe Rogan. But as soon as he's got them male comics in the studio, he's got the booty cutters on. And he's like, you want to watch me do deep knee bends? Girl. Oh, yeah, we got to start saying you go girl more. Because he's married. Oh, you're adorable. I know he's married. You think that stops other Republicans from going on Grindr? You're adorable. You understand Donald Trump cheated on all 3 of his wives, and this last one, the first lady of Slovenia, or whatever her name is, he cheated on her with a girl named Stormy Daniels and caught 34 felonies and probably, some Bill Gates Microsoft fucking malware too. My Christ, dude. My Christ. Sardion. Good to see you, Sardion. I like your new avatar, by the way. That's cool. Bobby full of digits. Bro, you don't have to be here, man. Grindr crash when Republicans are down. Totally. Grindr crashes the fuck out. They're building all the data centers around America in every city so Grindr doesn't crash when Republicans tour. Oh my God. Oh man, we got Cheryl. Do you really not know about Donald Trump cheating on all his wives? I'd expect a lady of your age to have a little decorum, have a little maturity in your lying. You guys are hilarious. I love this. By the way, let me show you who Cheryl really is. Okay, I want to show you. I found a great shot of who these people actually are. I love when they put like some lady in the chat and they're like, hold on, let me get the tweet. I don't want to ruin it. Okay. I just want to show you this. This is so funny. This is these ladies online that come in here. I'm a true Black American woman. I've been black all my life. I was born black and I'll die black. My mommy black, my daddy black. I never cast a ballot for Kamala Harris as long as I live. Trump all the way every day. Joey, you forgot to switch accounts, brother. And this happens all the time. This is not unique to Twitter, okay? As somebody who's been there for a couple of decades, I'm telling you, this is not unique. It happens almost once a month where these people forget to go to their burner account and they're like, I'm a true black American woman. And they like, now they can just like AI a photo, but usually they like scrape one off of Facebook. And they're like, it's like Joey identity. And this is what I was pointing out yesterday. For the people who really hate like trans people and the LGBTQ community, which I stand in solidarity with all you, trans rights are human rights. Let me just say, for a group of people who are really fearful of the trans community, my God, do they love playing trans online? You notice that? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Mr. Joey is identifying as a true black American woman online. I mean, you'd figure with a profile like that, with identifying like that online, you'd be in support of these wonderful people that you're trying to oppress. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Joey? It's so funny. There was a politician who did this too. I'm trying to think of the other ones. I've showed them to you. We should just do a whole day where we just go through all the white creeps that pretend to be black women online. Hey, Maggot, trade up from licking boots to licking heels. They taste better, I'm sure. What's up, Jess? Good to see you. Treat that like button as you would a twatsy's face. Good to see everybody in here. Good to see everybody in here. What are we even talking about? I'm so confused. Oh, Watt. Life is confusing. It gets to be that way. The internet's even trickier. It tricks Joe Rogan on a daily basis. Joe Rogan really gets duped by the internet and AI. We're all kind of confused, We're like, hey, thought we were supposed to have the bare necessities, to life. But we're commenting on the news. We're entertaining ourselves. We're trying to smile while we're surrounded by the Epstein class and they're closing in every moment. So we're just going through it. What do you want to talk about, Watt? I'm not confused. I'm buying and proud. There we go, Captain. Aye, Captain. It's been an honor serving with you in the working class war. In the class war. It's been an honor serving with you all in the class war. Support TransPath. We help queer people relocate out of hostile states. Do it. Support them. Most are fake, want to use Christ, but not act like him. Yep. Ain't no love like Christian hate. MAGAs confuse me all the time. Yeah, you almost break your neck trying to follow what direction they're going in today. Oh, we hate masks. HIPAA. Now we love masks. ICE. Okay. Let's get back into some new news. Oh, wait. No. Talking a grinder. Hold on. Let's get to Melania real quick. I want to play this. But again, this is why I despise ICE. Because if you do care for children, this should be gross and just the most grotesque thing in the world. You know what I mean? If you know any kids that are nonverbal, this is not only horrifying, but it's the most despicable actions of humanity to think, that they could do that to a child that's nonverbal. Seriously. Real quick, Army raises enlistment age to 42, eases pot restrictions. So I guess the war's going well, I guess the war's going well. I guess the war's going on. You know what? Do you guys want to hear about the war? Let's hear about the war real quick. I want to know how the war is going. Can somebody let me know how the war is going? Donald, can you tell me what's the latest in the war?
Little mishap. They shot down 3 planes with our missiles. They happen to be our planes. But
little mishap, guys. Little minuscule, tiny baby oopsie doopsie. He called it a whoopsie doopsie. Where is he? Where is this fart knocker? Hold on. Where's this little turd? He called it a oopsie baby. Called it a whoopsie daisy. There he is. So in case you missed that, because maybe you don't speak dementia, maybe that's not on your Duolingo, or you don't have Google Translate out, so you can't really speak dementia. I'll translate for you.
Little mishap.
We had a little mishap.
They shot down 3 planes with our missiles.
Shot down 3 planes with our missiles.
They happen to be our planes.
They happen to be our planes. They just happen. Guys, this is what I call a whoopsie daisy. We got ourselves. We got ourselves, guys. Winning. So not only did your taxpayers waste missiles, but you taxpayers also wasted 3 planes. Winning. Is this what he meant by we won the war? Are we fighting ourselves now? Oh shit. I just figured it out, guys. He understood that we're the bad guys in this. We're the Imperial Corps. Oh my God, he got it. And he was like, I think we got to go after America now. Oh my God, maybe we're invading America. The Epstein class is invading America. I can't believe it. Listen, he's the president. This isn't me. This is the president saying he shot down American planes.
Little mishap.
Little mishap.
They shot down 3 planes with our
Was it a mishap though?
missiles.
I thought you had the best people. I thought you only hired the best.
They happen to be our planes.
Happen to be our planes. Ooh, oh, who's gonna relay that to the taxpayer? You know, guys, we're gonna need some money for more planes. Is that why they were asking for $200 billion? Because they were like, listen, guys, we're kind of shooting everything right now. I don't know. We're hitting ourselves. We're hitting the other country. We're hitting the schools. I'm in Ecuador. Maybe that's why they need so much money from us taxpayers. $200 billion, you know, because those American planes aren't going to shoot down themselves. Sometimes you got to take one for the team.
But the pilots made it. Can you imagine the pilots making it? The pilot.
You don't care. You're probably going golfing after this, but I'm sure their families are like, you did what? I don't know. Are you a family member of Air Force pilot hearing this story? Are you like, yeah, what? You did what? You shot what?
I saw what was coming. And they said, those are patriots. We're not going to escape patriots. And they got out of there pretty quick, Pete, right? Pretty amazing that they got out.
This is really something else. Not only a couple days ago, he tweeted about Robert Mueller. Good, I'm glad he's dead. But now they're like, can you believe our guys survived us shooting at him? That's fucking crazy. We got to get better aim. Well, what is going on right now? He's like, Pete, can you believe this shit, man? They survived. Yeah, our soldiers. Yeah. No, we targeted them. But what's going on with your aim, buddy? Like, what is this? This is psychotic. This is full-on dementia psychosis.
And they got out of there pretty quick, Pete, right? Pretty amazing that they got out. The 3 pilots lived. They're fine. In fact, they're flying today.
He's like, sir, they're on leave. They quit. They quit. They didn't come back. They parachuted to a different country.
Yeah, the Kuwaitis made a mistake. They fired.
He's like, it was Kuwait. Goddamn Kuwait. Pete, you owe me. It was Kuwait. Don't want to throw them under the bus, but I'll say it. It was Kuwait. Yep. Bad aim. They're not trained well. Everybody's saying they're the worst. They're the worst aimers ever. They were on my Fortnite team once, and I said, no more, guys. You guys are noobs. Fucking, this dude will throw anybody under the bus. The fact that MAGA is, like, loyal to a guy who his thing is, like, blaming other people is just brilliant to me.
They thought they were firing at the enemy. It was, as the expression.
Wait, the enemy? I thought, correct me if I'm crazy, I thought Donald Trump said he decimated their Air Force. I thought he was like, we totally got rid of the Iran Air Force. I don't know. It's hard following all the winning we're doing. So there's like so much winning. It's like overloading my brain. And now I guess we're winning so much we're even getting our guys.
Expression goes friendly fire. But the pilot.
By the way, can I just say something? Of course I can. He looks horrible. Like, this dude looks like... Remember when Disney did the animatronic of Donald Trump for the President's Hall? You remember? It was like hideous. It was like too top heavy and the face was all smushed and robotic. He looks worse than the robot from the President's Hall of Fame or whatever it is at Disney World.
Alice, they're great. They're flying today. Pretty amazing, right? When you think of it. Yeah.
President Trump, on a human level, how hopeful are you that this peace deal will work out? Like as a human, as
What? Little mishap.
She goes, the reporter, God bless her. You know, people are just trying to like be a human around this guy, and he has such late offset dementia. I don't know what you call it, not early onset, but like late postpartum dementia. Like Donald Trump has postpartum dementia right now. And she was just like, sir, how confident are you in the peace talks? And he's like, what? What are you talking about? We're not. No. Didn't you just hear? Now we're getting the American planes now. Here, I do have a photo of Donald Trump engaging in peace talks. Let me show this to you. Here we go. Here's Donald Trump. Donald Trump is engaging in peace talks. They're like, sir, go get him, sir. Point him in the direction of the mirror. Sir, your peace talks are on Skype right now. And he's like, point me over there. Let me tell you something. They're like, sir, here's your Zoom. We enlarged the screen for you, sir, so you could see it. It's a setting on the iPhone, whatever it is. And he's like, great, finally. Whoa, they have a handsome man with the largest and most strongest muscles in the world. Stronger than most, a lot say. Anyways, Iran, looking good today. Where'd you get the hat? He's so stupid. He's so stupid. No, I'm just kidding. This is his vanity mirror where he puts on all his makeup. Because, you know, MAGA, you're not a real man unless you're putting in a heavy layer of foundation. Maybe it's Maybelline. Maybe it's the president. What else? Oh, did you guys see this? It's good. We were talking about Daily Wire yesterday, how they have to present as male because their thoughts are bitch made. So this is what you see: the leather chair, the collared shirt, one unbuttoned. This is casual Thursday or whatever day it is. You know, the fucking one-piece suit. Why don't you buy a suit, you fucking slacker? The very thick beard. And also he has facial hair. Glasses, you know, like the wallpaper of books behind him, because those are not real. Okay, I'm just gonna tell you right now, that's not what a library looks like. Those are not real books, and that's wallpaper. Okay, prove it, Matt, prove it. But we were talking about them yesterday, how the people who are obsessed with gender always have to present their gender as like a theatrical, like, look at me, I'm drinking Alpha Brain coffee and mushroom turds, and I'm smoking a one-piece cigar. Suck it, losers. You know, like they always have to present like this is how men sit in chair. Actually, he's got his legs crossed. He's got his legs crossed. You'll never see me cross my legs. Just kidding. I'm doing it right now because I don't give a shit, because none of this is real. You know what I mean? But after talking about the Daily Liar. What is this called? The Daily Liar. I can't see that. I'm sorry. I think it's just called the Daily Liar. They're finally going pro-slavery. Matt Walsh. Now that we're putting Christopher Columbus statues back up, are we? Is that like what we're doing? That's what we have the money for? Who is Matt Walsh funding the Christopher statues? Whatever they're called. Really, Matt Walsh, are you doing a GoFundMe to erect a Christopher? Like, this is the thing. If you love Christopher Columbus so much, get your ass on GoFundMe, or rich guy. Why don't you just pay for it yourself, you know? Like, bro, trust me, if I had the money, I'd just be erecting John Brown's. I would buy plots of land across this goddamn country and put up John Brown statues everywhere. Everywhere. Okay? So I don't want to hear about our tax money launching this bullshit. But he says, now, Matt Walsh says, it's time to resurrect the Robert E. Lee monuments too. You understand who he was, right? That was the losing Confederate general, not of the United States, of the Confederate States, who Matt Walsh is advocating for participation monuments, war participation monuments for Robert E. Lee. He wants I thought everybody wants a trophy generation sucked. And this guy wants a participation monument for Robert E. Lee? Are you kidding me? What are we erecting next? Saddam Hussein statues for fucking longest war so far? You understand what I'm saying, right? Like, this was a traitor to America. Shed the most blood in America. Was not the U.S. Is a racist fucking piece of shit. I don't know how else to spell this out for you. But not only that, like, he lost the war. I just want you to imagine, okay? Putting up a statue of somebody who lost a war, a foreign adversary who lost a war, and you're like, oh, we're finally putting up that loser statue again. I can't wait to worship him losing the Civil War. What is going on, man? Do people really think this guy is like anything but a fucking put on? He was a great man, a leader of men, and brilliant. He wasn't brilliant. He lost the. By definition, this is what I mean. They're rewriting definitions. They're like, such a brilliant military tactician. He absolutely fucking had the South pummeled. Like, he had a free workforce and fucking lost the Civil War. Dude. You might not know what words mean, Matt. My new special on the real history of the Civil War. I won't watch this, but I guarantee you it's some the South will rise again shit, and it should be burned in effigy of fucking all those who actually understand what the fuck is going on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Are we in hell? I think we're in hell. Because, I mean, anything's got to be better than this. I can't believe this is like a public figure going onto the internet where the world can see you saying like, goddamn brilliant tacticians losing that Civil War, just being a leader of men. Really? I'm gonna make a whole documentary about this. What the fuck? This is the biggest grift ever, right? This is like Tony Robbins level of racism kind of grift. Holy shit. Anyways, remember folks, best friends forever. They love each other. He's got his tongue deep in his ear, you know? And that's what he's giggling about. He's like, oh, Donald, you're 50, but that tongue feels 6. These fucking losers. Oh yeah, by the way, we have a new Emily Gregorian, whatever her name is. I don't care. I don't believe in the system. Fucking, I don't support Democrats, libertarians, libertards, No, I love librarians. That's the only lib I love. Librarians. God bless you all. Thank you for what you do. Those are the real heroes. The real heroes. Guardians of the books. But yo, like, here's the thing. For all you young heads out there, Donald Trump is a Nepo baby, rich kid from New York who is a Democrat, okay? And New York hated him so much, he left his home state. He loses his home state every election. They despise him because they know he's a fraud. You know, if you had to live next to a PDF file, you'd be like, oh, I hate that guy. You know what I mean? So New York knows. Turns out Florida FAFO'd. They were like, oh, this is our guy. And now they're not even voting for him in his Qatar-Lago resort town, whatever it is, you know. I don't know. Does he own the whole town? Isn't that hilarious? He's despised in both of his hometowns. Oh, shit. And MAGA's still like, sir, you could live with me. There's a double wide next door. We can do the Joe Rogan ice bath challenge together. Oh, God bless us, each and every one. I got to talk about this. We have to. Because this is important for you to understand. It's not so much about the verdict, because the verdict is, you know, irrelevant. Oh, you think this is going to stop Mark Zuckerberg from exploiting people? Shit. I got a fucking seaside villa to sell you in Arizona. Okay? No, this is a joke. This is why I say we have an injustice system. Because if you read that, you were like, they paid so much. You can never make that in a lifetime. It's like, yeah, because they're exploiting kids. Duh, they're making that much. They're selling it to the CIA and Jeff Epstein. Guys, I did the math on this and I had to use Google because I'm not doing billionaire math. The numbers are too high. The calculators don't even go that long. You know what I mean? But if you read this and you're like, oh, wow, look, The verdict came down following a 6-week trial in which the state accused Facebook and Instagram's parent company of failing to protect minors from abuse, online solicitation, and human trafficking. The state had brought the maximum $2.2 billion in damages, but the jury awarded a lesser amount of $375 million. And you're like, wow, I bet Mark Zuckerberg learned his lesson, right? Well, here. Let's do a little math, okay? What did Meta make last year? Well, what they netted, what they got through the net, okay? Some went to taxes, not a lot. And then some went to paying people, not a lot. And then the rest went to Mark Zuckerberg and his shareholders. So what did they net? 60 billion, okay? Now we're gonna do a quick math equation and find out what is 375 of $60 billion. Because the jury awarded the victims of this, or, well, it's a fine, so I don't even think the victims are going to get it in totality, but the jury punished Meta. This is what we call a business expense. 375 million. Now, for you working class plebes, you peasant brain people, you might think that's a lot of money, but we're talking about billion and trillionaires. So 375 million of 60 billions is 0.62. So let me equate that in working people talk. Let's say you had $100 and you were found guilty of these crimes. Okay, let me bring it up. Imagine you have $100 and you were found guilty of these crimes, and the jury said pay 62 cents. Would you take that justice system seriously? Or would you think, oh, we can keep doing this and we just pay 60 cents every time? Do you get it? Do you get it? I don't understand how people think they're a law and order crowd and then allow a 60-cent fucking fine on 100 air to be the punishment. Do you get it? I know. They flaunt these numbers and you go, wow, that's so much. It's because they're exploiting kids. But when they're worth this, that's the fine. Could you imagine getting a speeding ticket and having to pay 62 cents? I would speed every fucking day. I would go 62 cents. I would throw the change at the cop and go, get the fuck out of here, bro. Take your fucking, and you know what? It's 65 cents. Keep the change, bitch. You understand what I'm saying? So again, until people start to direct that, if you can't do the crime, can't do the time, don't do the crime. Until we direct that at the correct people who need to learn these lessons, this system is broken, man. 100% broken. Do we understand? Do we? Futurucci. I'd throw a $10 bill at him and say, here's for the future speeding. That's what I'm talking about. If you got caught doing 100 and a 40 and it was 60 cents, you would just fucking huck a 10 and be like, bro, I'm taking off right now. You know what I mean? And what are they going to do? Pull you over again and be like, another 62 cents, please. This is a joke. And they're doing it in front of your faces. You know what I mean? They're saying like, hey, we can, because I just challenge you. Find me someone who was convicted of this. Well, because they're not even charging people. I mean, we got Trump in the White House, and this is all the stuff he was basically doing. We just watched him abuse. We just watched him I don't know what I can say. We just watched him say to ICE, you happen to have much larger and harder muscles than most. He's ICE's boss. You can't sexually harass people online, bro. Did you not watch the video that everybody had to watch because of AHR, because of you? Maybe he didn't watch it. Maybe they didn't make him watch it. Maybe he's got dementia. He forgot about it. But I challenge you to find anybody convicted of this and having to pay a 62 cents fine. Don't go to jail. Go directly to your business again. Like, guys, I don't know how to harp on this any harder. This is not a justice system for the people. This is a protection racket for corporations and the white-collar criminals. That's what I was showing you earlier. This is the chart of white-collar crimes prosecuted. Here's Trump's last year, right here. I mean, this is a protection. The police, the FBI, the CIA, all the government. This is a protection racket for white-collar criminals. And I did the math, guys. I did the fucking math. Meta was fined $375 million. That's 0.625% of what they made in 1 year. So they're like, oh, you're going to fine us? Uh-oh, looks like we learned our lesson. Like, they are laughing in your face. Well, I don't think Mark Zuckerberg can laugh. He probably is like, program, laugh, ha-ha, 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 stop glitching. This is fucking insane. Insane. This is not a landmark verdict. This is a joke. Look at the charges. Look at the they were found guilty of this. Who do you know in America? Well, they don't really charge anybody, man. You know, J6ers get pardoned, Republican. I mean, I guess we do know one person. What was Donald Trump's pastor advisor? Don Trump, spiritual advisor, the what? Christian jail. I'll just type in jail. That should come up. Yep, Robert Morris, Texas megachurch pastor and former spiritual advisor to Donald Trump, pleaded guilty in October 2025 to multiple counts of child abuse and sentenced to jail time. What did he get? A 10-year suspended sentence, part of a plea deal. Only 6 months? God damn! God damn it. They're not... Nobody's going to jail. Oh my God. I thought, I mean, suspended sentence. So I guess he got the old, hey, if you do it one more time, buddy, you're really going to go to jail for 7 months. Stephenson, sorry everyone, Trump warned me that if I voted for Harris, the economy would crash and we'd be at war with Iran. I voted Kamala, and here we are. Thank you for the 499 super chat. And you're right. That's a good point. That's a good point. Who says we don't know, Rob? Yeah, who says that? They should charge them half the company's income. That is generous of you, Jess. I just so we know my take on this, I say Mark Zuckerberg goes to jail. I don't think this is a money thing. I think if you designed a system that does this to kids, you go to jail. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? If you got to make billions off of this, you go to jail. You just go to prison. That's it. In El Salvador, not an American one. Oh no, Mark. Oh no, Mark. We want to send you to a highly exotic prison. You know what I mean? And we have just the people to come and confiscate you. So yeah, I think that's very generous. Anybody who would be like, oh, you should fine them, you know, half of their worth. I say, no. He's never going to learn his lesson. You know, this is what they say about poor people. Well, if you can't do the time, don't do the crime. Oh, you were hungry and stole some bread, huh? You go to jail for 1 year. Or 364 days. And if you do it again, 3 strikes and you're out, buddy. You know? So I say, why don't we try that with CEOs and see how quick, you know, this shit turns around. We haven't done it yet. Here's the thing, guys. We're not doing this. So this system is broken. We should try something new. And just see. Let's just throw Mark Zuckerberg in jail for these crimes that his companies that he built, that he takes credit for and profits off of, and takes land from the indigenous in Kauai and fucking in criminalistic ways. I say we just throw him in jail and see if his company keeps doing this shit. You know, see if the next person in line goes, he just went to jail. I could keep making billions off of this. You know, let's just test out the theory. I think it would stop them. I think they'd be like, ooh, did you see what they did to Mark? I don't know if I want to do that. Why don't we try to run things on the up and up? You know what I mean? Know what I mean, folks? Know what I mean. Do you know what I mean? Don't go breaking my heart. We're going to talk about this. Don't you worry. We're going to talk about this. By the way, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join me while we entertain the news. This is the Free People's Church. All power to the people. I like the way you think. I like the way you comment, Jay Crazy. Call me crazy, but I like the way you comment. So you're not in Cuba. I wish. Si se puede. Free Cuba! Actually, that's a good point, Smoking Blondie. Let me bring up the old Cuba meme, because that's how we have to do the news now. We have to meme it, or people don't understand. Wait, here's one. Love this sticker. How do you get those? How do you get those? Love that sticker. Oh, by the way, I want this flag. Have you guys seen this? I don't know whose neighbor this is, but I'll pledge allegiance to this flag. I pledge allegiance to that flag of This Sucks in America. I don't know how you do the pledge allegiance. Who gives a shit, right? What does the pledge do besides brainwash you? I'm sorry. I'm not pledging to a flag. I'm sorry. Jesus told me not to worship idols, so I can't by my religion. It's HIPAA. Don't ask me to violate my HIPAA religion or whatever it is. Where is... Oh, here it is. Here's my Cuba. So, just so I understand this, blocking the Strait of Hormuz is unfair. That's what Donald Trump said. He wants it open. He's very angry. But blocking oil shipments to Cuba in order to collapse their whole country is fair. Huh. Well, isn't that the coinky-dink, you know? Little conundrum. Little paradoxical Plato's fucking cave allegory, whatever you want to call it. I don't care. I'm tired. Sorry, I'm tired. My back hurts. My back is hurting. And I need your support. You didn't know this? I'm only supported by viewers like you. Hit subscribe, man. Hit the like button. Let's get those likes up to 1,000. Let's show Joe Rogan who's the real ice bath queen, you know? And I can only do that with your help. Trust me, I've tried hitting the like button on my own. It doesn't work. This is, I can't, this is, oh man. My employees' family in Venezuela say that things are worse than ever. Oh yeah, I was reading about Venezuela yesterday. Yeah. Well, you know what, Caleb, here's the thing. If you don't remember, Donald Trump promoted himself to king or emperor or president of Venezuela. And if you're not in America, America's gone to shit. We're insolvent. You know, there's an Epstein army on boots on the ground in our airports doing nothing. They're like 14, or at least they look that. They do have larger and stronger muscles than most. The president did say that. Gas prices are, I don't know, $1 million a gallon. Egg is not cheap. Groceries are higher than ever. Rent is unaffordable. So if you know anything about America, once you understand that Donald Trump made himself president of Venezuela, it doesn't even matter what's going on in the country. Just him anointing himself God of Venezuela, immediately your shit starts to tank. You know, the Epstein class rats start to creep in and they're like, mine. So yeah, man. I've been to Cuba, Tony, on a mission years ago. I used to follow this doctor from LA who went to Cuba to become a doctor. And he not vlog, he like blogged, sorry. He blogged about his experience going to Cuba, because if you don't know, Cuba will trains most of the world's doctors, the good ones, and they send a lot of people to help in catastrophes and things, and they have the highest doctor per citizen ratio in the world, and Cuba has a lung cancer vaccine, if you didn't know that. These things are, you can all look up. And it was really fascinating to watch his story, again, leaving the US because education was unaffordable, and going to Cuba and becoming a doctor for free. So totally incredible. Ross, you have the internet. You're on it, buddy. Stop being a stupid bot and go look this shit up. I can't teach you everything, buddy. I know the education system has failed you, and that's what I'm angry about. You know, it has failed its people. So you don't know this shit because you're just propagandized by Fox News saying radical Democrats. And I'm like, which one's radical? I'd love to support a radical Democrat. They're all Republican light. This is diet conservatism at its best. So yeah, just so we understand. Donald Trump says this is unfair, but he can suffocate Cuba. Okay, that's not the definition of hypocrites. And if you don't know about hypocrites, you should read The Woe to the Hypocrites by Jesus. It's an amazing speech. If you like speeches, Jesus gives a chef's kiss, 5-star Michelin rating, Woe to the Hypocrites speech. Anyways, yeah. I agree, neighbor. I agree. Now we're talking about Cuba. Let's hit the Cuba. Let's hit the Cuba. First, a message from our sponsors. I'm just kidding. I'm sponsored by you guys. Hit subscribe. But, you know, this is kind of like the commercial I would do. Maybe I should record a commercial like this. hey man, are you an American? You're just not working hard enough. Are you getting off your second job and going to Uber Eats and you're still not making enough money? Well, you too, if you work really hard, one day this could be you. Come down to my gravestone factory. We'll make any kind of headstone and put you worked really hard on it. It's only $5 million. Oh, I should really do it. That's fucking a good idea. Maybe I should run ads. They won't make me money. It's just funny as shit because there's Americans who are like, just work harder. And it's like, you dolt. You dolt. Stop being so stupid in front of me. I can't handle it. All right. We do. Oh, I got to play the Walmart audio for you. Just work hard and one day you too can be Walmart. Here, I'll put this up. Walmart's AI price system just activated. Beep, boop, boop, beep, boop. Skynet is in place, ready to take over. Here, I'll just play a news story for you. This is from MS Now Morning Joe. That's a weird name. Last name Joe, first name Morning. Boo.
America's biggest retailer is rolling out digital shelf price labels for all its stores by the end of the year.
By the way, if you're new to this channel, I've been talking about this for, I don't know, 6 months now. Wendy's tried to do this. It's called dynamic pricing. That just means they're going to price gouge you. They're fixing the prices. So Wendy's tried doing this. There was a huge backlash against it. And they were like, no, we're not doing that anymore, because they were putting in digital menus where if everybody had ordered a double junior bacon double, I don't know what they serve. If they were ordering, chicken thighs or whatever, and everybody in line was ordering chicken thighs, by the time they got to you, 6 people deep, chicken thighs would have gone up in price. And you would have been like, I just want some of them delicious, stronger, and more muscular than ever chicken thighs, man. And it would have jumped up in price. And everybody's like, whoa, what the fuck, man? Don't do that. And they were like, all right, we're not going to announce it, at least. You guys calm down. But Walmart and other stores have been looking into digital pricing. And why? Well, just so you know, if it's a hot day and everybody's buying ice cream, guess what? If you go to the store a little late and everybody bought a lot of ice cream, that last ice cream is going to cost 4 times as much. Because remember, corporations are not your friend. They're here to exploit you and extract all your wealth. They don't care if you die or live. Thank you, everybody, for saying that in tandem. I appreciate everybody doing that, man. You guys are something else. So now that I've explained the basis of this, and what is it good for? Absolutely nothing. Let's cut to you, guy that doesn't look like Morning Joe, but okay.
Walmart says that having digital price labels will help its store personnel do their jobs better and more effectively and ensure that prices are more uniform across different geographies. But the move is somewhat controversial, as some are worried that having the ability to quickly adapt price labels on the fly could lead to things like demand-based pricing that shifts prices for higher or lower depending on how changes.
That's funny. They said lower. No, they're not like, oh, we'll drop the price for you, man. These aren't selling. We'll drop the price. No, they'll throw it away. That's what they'll do. You class war antagonist.
Changing dynamics happen for supply chains. Now, some lawmakers are already in the process of introducing legislation to ban the use of digital shelf labels, or DSLs.
Coming to you in a government in 2051. We finally banned the AI, guys. It only took Nancy Pelosi's cyborg 4,000 stock trades to get there. And here's a dude who was in a Walmart, and the price changes right in front of him. It's a cool video. You should find it too. I can't play the video unless everybody hits subscribe. How many people? 257. Let's get some more likes up there. Let's get some more subs up there. Let's get it. Let's get it. Because I'm here. I'm your ordained Reverend Rob. I'm here to teach you in the Church of the Free People's Union. I teach you how to think outside of the dynamic pricing AI box. Okay? That's what I'm here for. Because here's the thing about science, and science has proven me right on this. Once you hear me say something, you can't unhear it. You can go give yourself a swirly. You can have your mom hit you with the, tack hammer, whatever. I don't know. But you can't unhear the words I'm saying. I'm sorry, that's science. It's like gravity, man. We're all slowly being pulled into the ground. I think that's what death is. Death is just gravity winning, and then the ground's like, yum, 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 yum. And nobody's caught on. Nobody. All right, here's the guy in Walmart.
These price tags started updating right in front of me.
This is crazy, dude. Oh my
Like,
God, that
subscribe
cup
for
went up in
leftists,
price.
not liberals.
I wish I would have. I had to like.
Like, subscribe for leftists, not liberals. Thank you for the clarification, Dusty. Changing prices during the day is messed up. Sardion, I'm so grateful you're not in the clutches of the great American empire. Stay free, my friend. Stay free. Oh my God. I hate the people like Mr. George who make fun of the most vulnerable in our society. If you ever hear anyone talk about Section 8 or making fun of Section 8 or SNAP, understand those are the people who need help getting food and shelter, the things humans need. And I despise those people. So I don't even think they're worth entertaining or having a conversation with. I just like to point out that those are the most cucked little boys you've ever seen. Because anybody who can bully, if you've ever been around someone who's starving, right, a child or an elderly person, and you saw someone go up to him and be like, "Oh, you loser! Oh, what are you, hungry?" Your first intention would be want to slap the teeth out of their mouth, but then you think, I'm a lover, I'm not a fighter, I don't do that. So you just sternly tell them, you bully people that are hungry, like that's your thing. You bully the homeless, is that what you do? You walk by the homeless and you're like, oh, look at you, man, why don't you get off Section 8, homeless? Like that's your take in life. Your take is, those hungry people, the most vulnerable people, the people who are starving, let me go give them a hard time. That's your take? We don't need you. We don't need you. You're taking up good people's oxygen. You understand me? Your parents raised you wrong if you weren't fucking raised feral. And I don't think you were feral because nature would have done a better job than your parents. You should be disappointed. I'd like to fucking talk to your mom. Okay? Are we clear? You don't bully hungry people in my presence. You just don't. Maybe your friends laugh and giggle and slap ass with you and you start to chafe against your zipper. But bro, if I was your friend, I would have put you in check a long time ago. I said, that's not how we roll, man. All right? So you need better friends and you need a better brain. Anyways, here's the guy at Walmart. I'm so sorry. I rewinded it.
This is crazy, dude. Oh my God, that cup went up in price. I wish I would have. I had to like get my camera going, right? So there was a delay. Dude, this was under $2. I don't remember exactly. Maybe it was like $1.98. Now it's $2.18. But like,
this is nuts. Not only because they're changing the prices right in front of his face, like blatantly. They're blatantly like, haha, you're gonna pay more. That's what Walmart's doing when they do this. Just in case you don't understand, this isn't a supply and demand issue, okay? This isn't some economonists. This isn't Jeffrey Sachs being like, I'm the good guy now. I'm yelling at Donald Trump. No. This is a blatant FU to the working class who is struggling to afford everything. They're like, we're just going to raise the price because we tagged your phone and we know that you had a cup in your cart in another app. Or when you were at home, you talked about cups with your roommates. So we spy on you because Peter Palantir sold us all your info, and now we know you like cups. You understand, this is how this is working, and I'm not joking. They're tracking your phone, they're listening to your conversations, they're monitoring your every move, and when you're at home, if you go, hey, honey, do you think, do we have enough cups? Or, I don't know, I just run to the store. And then all of a sudden you get to the store and the cups were $1.98 and they jump up to $2.18 and you're like, am I losing it? And the people at Walmart are like, you can't buy cups anywhere else. There's only a Walmart in town. What is he going to drive 50 miles with $10 gas? Raise the price a little more and wait till he looks at it. Okay, now he's staring at it. Raise it to $3. This is what they're doing, and some people defend it. They're like, just work harder. That's how the Walton heirs did it. No, I'm pretty sure they were pooped out of Sam Walton's butt and just were rich. You know what I mean? So stop bootlicking, people. This is so fucked, bro. It is. By the way, JS, you snuck in here. JS, where are you? I know there was a comment somewhere. JS, I just want to say hi to JS. I seen you. I see you. I see you. Yes, cabron. It is. It is very effed. There he is. What's up, JS? Good to see you. Good to see you. Poor people do have jobs, and some people on SNAP are only on a temporary. No. Most people on SNAP are working full time. You need to have work requirements. I'm pretty sure they just established that. I forget what the stat is, but there is the majority of people who are working are on SNAP. Again, this just it lends to my point that you have been underpaid and over propagandized so much that you don't even understand your own inherent value as a human. So you just think if you work harder, then you can afford the food and water and shelter you need to live. And this is the whole fucking problem with the system. And this is part of it, where they're AI price gouging you in front of your face, like that guy just played for you. That's why we have the video. Okay. Okay, everybody? So SNAP isn't the problem. It's the greed monsters who are using AI to raise the prices while you're staring at them. Hopefully before you get to the counter, it's not over $5. You know what I mean? Like the cup went from $1.98 to $2.18, and who knows? Maybe when you pick it up, it jumps to $3.50. And then by the time you check out, it's at $4.50. And let me ask you, if you don't think this is a problem, what are you going to do about it? When you go back and you go, hey, the label said, oh shit, it changed again. What are you going to do? You have no recourse. These people own our government. This is a fascist, tyrannical fucking regime. These people have bought and paid all of your politicians, and they're talking about some legislation that will probably happen in 10 years after they've made $1 trillion. So what are you going to do? Because I'll tell you what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to be able to fucking reach out to the government and have them step in for you. But Donald Trump has fucking eviscerated all those employees. So what are you going to do? Are you going to write a mean letter? Leave a 1-star review? You're going to do nothing about it. And that's why I'm here, to educate you, inform you, and say we need to organize people. Join the vanguard. Hit subscribe. I'm doing this every day to bring you information so you know. So you know what the fuck's going on. Okay? Talking is important, unlike some of these nerds who worship a guy who only talks, think, is very important. Knowledge is power. Knowing is half the battle. What was the other half? Doing shit about it. Okay? G.I. Joe, a real American hero. Oh, hold on. I want to play this for you. Hey, comrades. What's up, Dave Nasty? What's up? Good to see you, man. Not shopping there is not easy to do. 100% smoking blondie. 100%, 100%. This was the plan, you know? Like when they got rid of all the mom and pop shops and the other corporations and their private equity friends bought them out and sold those corporations and stripped the copper from the fucking stores, and you see these decimated malls and strip malls everywhere in America. This was the plan, because they were like, capitalism is about just who has the most money and who can eliminate all the competitors. And once we do that, we just charge people what we want and change the prices in front of their face. This is a dystopia. Because what are you going to do about it? What are you going to say? Oh, I have a picture. It used to be this price. And they'll be like, dynamic pricing, bitches. Go shop somewhere else. Go drive 500 miles with $20 gas to the other Target, you know? Bro, we're doomed. We're doomed if people don't start waking up. I try to go to Ollie's or wholesale. I don't even know what an Ollie's is. Interesting though, Charlie. Yeah, then go to Ollie's. Is that someone's house? Is that somebody's house? He's like, I go to my friend Ollie's. He's got all the cool cups, and I just take them. What the can we do? Seriously, what? Tabby J. Hungerford. That has to be the name of a cat. That has to be. I'm sorry. I'm speaking to a cat right now, and I love you. What can we do? Well, number one, you organize. You let other people know. You share this live stream. You like and subscribe. And that's not a joke. I'm saying I'm trying to bring this information to you so you are armed with the dangerous thing of knowledge. And once you understand that, you start talking with other people. Because right now we got this real brainworm virus that's happening to people where they just watch Fox News and then just like a bunch of lemmings, just like radical Democrats, you know? And nothing makes sense to them while this is all going on. And we need to get those people to understand, like, bro, who do you think is allowing this? Maybe the failed CEO in the White House? Maybe all of these politicians that are bought and paid, the Democrats and the Republicans? Like, they're the ones that are just ushering this new exploitative end of capitalism age in. And once we do that, we can organize well enough. Then you can take some action. But you have to have the numbers, people. We are the 99%. And some of these 99%ers are acting like they're fucking 1%er boot sniffers, you know? And you're not. They don't care about you. They don't. Businesses are not here to be your friend. I don't know how many times I have to say it. But then there's, you know, other actions we can take, which we will discuss at a different time. And the thing is I would love to say, you know, don't spend your money there. But the reality of the situation is this has been planned. If you've never watched this fucking guy, I think that's what it's called on YouTube. These two ladies detail people like these billionaires and these predators rise to fame, and they did it for Jeff Bezos. And I knew a lot of his story, but they really paint the picture so well of how Jeff Bezos, after he got his loan from his daddy and started Amazon, what his whole plan was to undercut the competition. So Zappos, I forget the shoe online retailer. Remember that? That doesn't exist because of Jeff Bezos. Jeffrey the Giraffe and Toys R Us. He made it a point to lose money for the first whatever it was. Again, their video is really, really good, so I would suggest watching it. And Jeff Bezos' Amazon whole plan in capitalism was, let's lose money and undercut the competition. Once they can't afford to compete with our prices, we buy them out and then we strip them for copper. And that's why those stores don't exist anymore. And that's not like a unique like Jeff Bezos thing. This is the plan of capitalism. Capitalism isn't about a free market. It's about becoming the biggest and buying everybody out. That's the reason we have to have antitrust laws. And that's the reason why Donald Trump got in there and gutted all the people who are prosecuting the antitrust stuff. That's why we just read the other day about what was the huge antitrust case that Kid Rock got upset. Because there's only one ticket seller in the country. It's Ticketmaster under Live Nation, or Live Nation under Ticketmaster. And even Kid Rock was going, it's $5,000 to sit front row, and you have to get him through Ticketmaster. You know, even he, who is a Trump panty sniffer to the hardest core of cores, he was even upset because Donald Trump's DOJ wouldn't break up Ticketmaster. They were just like, guys, just please don't like make the fees that big, because it's all a big club and we're not in it, man. Hell yeah, No Kings. Making my plan to sit and watch this year. Oh, I should go live for No Kings. It's on the weekend. Vibe check. What's up, White Dove Sam? Good to see you. I disagree with this idea, Rob. If you really want to take money from the corporations, why not partially nationalize them? Oh, yeah, no. Oh, hold on. If we're talking revolutionary thought, yes, nationalize the fucking oil, like all the companies or all the countries are trying to invade, turning them to state companies. Nationalize the oil, nationalize the internet, nationalize, you know, these essentials. I mean, make shit like the post office. It's not supposed to make a profit. It's supposed to be supported by us, for us, so we have a service. So I totally agree with you. I was just saying, what can we do in the meantime or before we take action is organize, because you need people to understand this first. And right now we have a severe understanding deficit in America. So we gotta work on that. What's up, Troll Slayer? Good to see you, man. Neither side will break up corporations while the congressmen own stock. While they own stock and they regulate the industries they're trading the stocks on, they won't. That's why I religiously come back to the quote, when institutions fail, you do not reform them, you replace them. Hold on. Understanding deficit. That's certainly one way to, well, you know, maybe that's not the best way to put it, but boycott Nestle. Oh, Nestle. There's one thing I do boycott. Nestle is a horrific demogorgon of a corporation, and I totally agree, Stevelson. Stevelson says boycott Nestle Corporation too. They are evil. If you know anything about Nestle, and even like the slightest scratch of digging on the internet, they are a disgusting company. Nationalize the oil. Hello, Venezuela. See how well that worked? Hey, maybe if we nationalize the oil, someone will kidnap our president. You're right, it did work awesome. Clearly, Lara knows nothing about Venezuela besides, hey, man, they nationalized that oil and we had to kidnap them so we could give it to Mobil, Exxon, and BP. What? Okay. But I agree with you. Maybe we should nationalize it and then see if somebody will Venezuela us. What is that? A light? I have lights? Holy shnikes. I want to play this for you because I thought this was very interesting because, again, this is not my take. This is some military guy telling you Pete Hog's keg breath is really a doo-doo monkey. He's a diarrhea bubbler. Oh wait, you guys know water fountain. Sorry, we call them bubblers around here. He's a diarrhea water fountain. That's what Hog's keg breath is. Okay, here's this clip.
We also don't fight with stupid rules of engagement.
Remember that? Remember when he said that? I played that for you, and I was like, oh, the toughest guys say prison rules, unless it comes to us. Then we say, oh my God, they're terror agents.
We untie the hands of our warfighters to intimidate, demoralize, hunt, and kill the enemies of our country.
Those are the words of a potential war criminal.
This is Major General Randy Manor. I'm sorry, I didn't read his name before. His name's Randy Manor? Oh my God. Bro, you must have been a hit in the fucking barracks, you know? Oh, look, it's Randy Manor. You know, that guy was getting into wet towel fights, snapping towels at people. You have a Randy Manor, sir. Anyways, he said that those are the potential words, or those are the words of a potential war criminal.
And kill the enemies of our country.
Those are the words of a potential war criminal, right there. And that is not the advice and counsel and direction that any Secretary of Defense should be providing our soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines. It puts them actually in greater danger. The Secretary of Defense is a disgraced major that was kicked out of the DC National Guard. He has no qualifications whatsoever to be the Secretary of Defense other than his extreme loyalty to the president. Again, those are the words of a potential war criminal.
Damn. Yeah, so about that, you know when MAGA's like, Donald Trump was like, we're hiring the best, we're getting rid of DEI, they said, diversity, equity, inclusion. It turns out, no, they were doing white diversity and inclusion. Like the whitest, loyalist supremers. We would call it a Proud Boy inclusion, you know, because that dude's garbage. He's garbage. Absolute garbage. Now let's play this guy, because this is so funny. Speaking of unqualified turds that all they're good at panty sniffing for Trump, you know how Mark Wayne just got, I don't know, he's Secretary of the Homeland or something? I don't know. They're all secretaries. I don't care. This is so funny because Representative Pete Sessions says this about Mark Wayne.
Mark Wayne is a person who, while may not be skilled in all the policy aspects, he is skilled in reading people and understanding the importance of the operation to the nation. So,
well, let's listen to this again.
Is a person who, while may not be skilled.
You could just stop there. Pete, I wish the C-SPAN guy had just stopped and they said, Pete, you can stop there. May not be skilled. That's a great quote. We'll run with it. Run it on the 5 o'clock news. May not be skilled.
In all the policy aspects, he is skilled in reading people. And
I would say he's pretty skilled in reading people because he read Donald Trump as a sucker for bootlicking and was like, I know how I could get a promotion. Donald Trump, you are the strongest, most muscular boy I've ever seen. And Donald's like, I like how that guy's speaking. Why don't you hire him for something? I don't know. Just put him in place. And then because this dude is such a fucking nerd, please hit subscribe and notification bell. Support the channel because I support you. No matter what your beliefs are, the crazy thing is I believe inherently you deserve egg, house, shelter, food, free healthcare, you know, all that stuff. I believe you deserve a $66 minimum wage, even if you want to fight me tooth and nail on it, which some Americans do. They're like, no, people shouldn't be earning that much. It's like, well, what are you talking about? You love the billionaire class. I believe you deserve 4, 5, 6, 7 vacations a day or a week. I mean, a month. I mean, a year. We can work on it. And a 3-day work week, 15 hours full time. That's it. And whether or not you think you deserve that, my mother raised me better, and I know you do. Okay. So now that I've said that, we have a segment called Caller of the Day. Caller. Hold on. Let me see if I can get. I would really like to do intros and stuff, but I can't do it without your help. So, do I have something where I could do caller of the day. No, you know what? I'll just do this. Caller of the day. Here is the caller of the day. This is the guy's calling up for this guy on C-SPAN. And this is, are you ready? This one's going to get the, this one is going to make YouTube say, you get no money, but it's worth it. It's totally worth it, because this is, who was it that asked me? Who was it? Oh, what's up, Theanical? Who was it that asked me? What's up, Thorn? Somebody was in here and said, what can we do? Charlie Kelly, what's up? Some mysterious goddess, hello? There was somebody in the comments that said, but what can we do about it, okay? And I'm about to show you little things that make a big difference. These are things you can do about what's going on. Now, again, to caller of the day. This is, not all heroes wear capes, and any person can partake in this.
Sir, this is Jack in Silver Spring, Maryland. Line for Democrats. Go ahead.
Yeah, your party has given the power of the presidency to an insane pedophilic serial killer. You're evil, and this whole...
All right. Congressman, do you want to respond at all?
Hey, you cut my buddy Jack in Silver Springs off. Let the man finish. He was cooking on that one. Are you ready for this nerd's response?
Oh, well, I would just say that I am aware across this country that there are people who have varying views, and I would tell...
What the fuck is that answer? So the guy said, pedophilic serial killer, and you're like, I understand. There's two sides to this aisle. No, bro. There's literally not. Unless you're saying you're hearing out the PDF file alerts. You know what I mean? I'm trying to bleep myself because it gets a little dicey with talking that talk. But you know what I mean? Like, these are people in Congress saying, like, there's good people on both sides of this. Let's listen to that again. Not the caller, not Jack from Silver Springs, caller of the year, actually. Put that fucking dude's, put that call on a fucking digital thing where when you walk into the halls of Congress, you can play that, because that's a hero right there.
This country that there are people who have varying views, and I would tell him that I can control myself.
Oh my God, this guy just, to PDF files, said there's good people on both sides. That's what he just did. He said, I can understand there's varying views. There aren't, buddy. There's MAGA who's defending the Epstein files. They're saying, like, who cares? Get over it. Where were you when Joe Biden had the Epstein files? There's those people. And then there's everyone else who is like, this is hideous. This is grotesque. This is debaucherous. This is demonic. This is evil. And this dude, Pete Sessions, Texas, you are, man, you shouldn't be electing people like this. Rafael Cruz, by the way, is Canadian, and Pete Sessions is a both sideser for the pedophilic serial killers. You know what I mean? So let's let Pete finish. Maybe he redeems himself and he says, nah, man, maybe he redeems himself and quotes this famous MAGA t-shirt. Maybe old Pete Sessions redeems himself in this audio. Let's see.
And I try and work on a straightforward, honest basis with a bipartisan mission that I...
She's like, listen, man, there's PDF files on both sides, and I'm trying to be bipartisan with them. It's like, I think, hey, Pete, here's the thing. You're missing the context of the statement. It wasn't so much a question as he was saying, you handed this to the PDF files, and Pete here, I think, has missed the point. Pete is saying there's good people on both sides, and you really, to be bipartisan, you got to hear out the PDF files and the other PDF file. You gotta work with them. There's no way around it in Congress. I can't take two shuffles in a boogaloo brew glass, Jeff Foxworthy fart in the dark without bumping into one of these people. Good God. What the fuck?
Have with Mr. Nfume and the duty and responsibility of my job.
You said duty.
On oversight, and I would like...
You're on the oversight? Oh, bro, fired. fired. You're fired. Remember when Maggie used to love that? You're fired. And they were like, that's a working class guy right there. And Donald Trump's like, you're fired. And he's like, I like that guy. I feel like he represents me, the worker. You fucking idiots.
For him to at least offer some credibility to there are people who are trying to move this nation away from anything that would be a fight to.
Yeah, he's like, listen, you got to understand, the whole government's run by PDF files, and we don't want to fight with them. You know, we know what they do. We just don't want to fight with that. That's a great answer, man. I hope you really don't keep your job. You know, fall down a flight of stairs or something when you're fucking both sidesing everybody. Jesus Christ, folks. Okay. This is just hilarious, so I wanted to play this for you. This is Mike Grinder Johnson.
President Trump has railed against mail-in voting as rigged. He said it's a form of cheating as recently as Monday. But he's also called on Congress to do away with certain types of mail-in voting in certain circumstances. But in yesterday's special election in Florida, he voted by mail. How do you square those two statements?
Well, you don't, number one, but you let him try.
Look, I think some states have handled mail-in balloting well. I think Florida is a good example of that.
Oh, so what he's saying here, let me translate. I speak bullshit. He's saying, well, red states, we're still going to let red states or anywhere, you know, our guys got to vote by mail. But these lunatic Democrats, those are the ones you got to keep an eye on. We're trying to turn everything red. We want to be in the red. I think that's what Republicans are calling it. They're saying we want everything in the red. We would just want to bleed you dry, man. So yeah, that's adorable. That's adorable. What else? Oh, Donald Trump. I don't know. Corruption. Meta. Oh, let me show you this. Whoops. Sorry. So you know how they gagged Jack Smith? Not literally, but, you know, with a gag order so he can't speak on those confidential bathroom papers? The confidential bathroom papers of Qatar-Lago. Remember when Donald Trump was keeping all the classified papers in his bathroom to read his pooping material? Well, it turns out there's some new info. This is from the Democrats' judiciary.house.gov/media. Link in the description. They said if this Trump classified, so this whole thing talks about how Susie Wiles, his chief of staff, witnesses him showing on a plane classified information to people that only 6 other people had access to be able to see, right? That classified. And it says, if this is related to our military posture in the Middle East, in fact, it was shown to any foreign official, Saudi or otherwise, that would amount to unforgivable betrayal of our men and women in uniform who are currently valiantly fighting in the Epstein war. So this is an interesting read. I don't want to read it to you because I just know he's a corrupt piece of shit. Why would he be keeping classified things in his, you know? And for those of you who are like, Joe Rogan had one in his garage, or Joe Biden, or whatever, Joe. I'm like, yeah, these people are not on our side. None of them. Good God, man, get with the program. What is this? Oh, yeah. Here, let me play the audio of Melania real quick. It's quick, don't worry. But the funniest thing is this.
And this is only the beginning. Thank you.
And then she left. But the funniest part is, do you guys remember Be Best? And she said, this is only the beginning. We're in the year of our Lord 2026. Melania started Be Best in 2018, almost 10 years ago, and now she's just starting it. Talk about a lazy immigrant, man. Am I right, MAGA? Am I right, MAGA? Is this one lazy immigrant? She just married up? I mean, get a job, work harder, or be best. I don't know what you want to say, but this is the only person I'll call a lazy immigrant besides Elon Musk. So I wanted to share that with you. I wanted to share that with you guys. This is the meme for the Donald Trump saying we're going to have peace talks in Iran, and someone made $1 trillion. Peace thorn, bridge to Terabithia. Oh man, the comments were paused. I'm so sorry. Oh man. Oh, there's a lot of comments. That's our first call girl of the United States. That's what we call her, Charlie Kelly. The first call girl of the United States. Put some respect on that title. All right, guys. All right, guys. Did everybody hit subscribe? 200 people in here, 182 likes. We could do better. I don't think we could get to 200, but I leave that to you. I leave that to you, my friends. To you. I want to play some Us versus Them for you, because this is good music for the times. Good music for the times, good people, good tunes, horrible conditions. You know, that should be the motto. You know, good people, good tunes, horrible conditions. Like for egg. Please like for egg. Listen, if you want to afford egg, hit like and subscribe. This is the band Us Versus Them. Link in the description. These guys are amazing. They're like a new Rage Against the... They've reignited the spirit of Rage and brought it even harder. I want to play Silencers for you. And I got a grace from the band. They gave me the okay to play this, so I appreciate them. Thank you, boys. Thanks, gents. I love my stuff made in China because most of it comes from China. That's true. Treat that like button like a twatsy's face and hit it. Hit it. Hit it. 189. I think we got 300 people here. We could get to 200. Come on. We could get to 200 likes. And we could get to 1 billion subscribers. We could do that easily. Here's Us versus Them. I'm here every weekday entertaining you with the news. That's the least we could do. You know what it means?
To a flag that wanna stare, they're gonna treat us like we dead wrong. I'm on every fed gone, every single agent, from ICE and from Homeland and from the CIA, bitch. America is racist, these are cities on courses. Disagree with lobbyists, you get deported.
Ooh, Smoking Blondie 6 subs away from going live. Go to Smoking Blondie's channel. Let's get her 10 subs, 100 subs, 1 million. Come on, we're 8 away from 2 bills. Come on, if you love egg, if you want to afford egg, hit like and subscribe. I have one hair in my hat? Yeah, I was keeping it there. That's my lucky hair. Thank you, Connor. It's my lucky hair. That's how I headbang. Animal Spirit. This is very Rage. Consolidated. I'll check them out. Ooh, thank you, Stephelson. Ooh. Magic potion. Steffi, hi hair. Very political. Good rec then. I'll check it.
Yeah, Columbus committed it. Columbia investing it. Now they handing sentences to people protesting it. And if you fight it back, you're getting killed or arrested quick. They want to silence us, silence us. So we riding with the silencers. Yeah, they want to silence us, silence us. Yeah, they'll never quiet us.
4 away. Comrade Air. Make sure you subscribe to Smoking Blondie. Ooh, Allison Chain's in the house. What's up? What's good? We dance to anything we want. That is very true, Shy Pixie. Rage with the machine. We got a moron in here. You mask up because you want to protect people. Are you that dumb? Are you that dumb? Oh, I'm sorry. When you go into surgery, you say, doctor, don't mask up because the government regulated it. Moron. Why, thank you. I like your beard. Wherefore art thou, babe? Babe? Unless I can't really see your avatar, but thank you. Trump pinch for every like hit. If you call it a face diaper, you are a cuck. You know that? You understand that, right? If you think a mask, which, you know, medically fucking stops the transmission of things, and you call it a face diaper, you're a beta bitch. You understand that, right? Don't use that language around me, you beta bitch. Amazing group. Us First Them. Link in the description. Same with smoknblondie. Link in the description. If Iris is from Manu, should have put on my face diaper? 100%. 100%. You'll dance to anything? Dead milkman? Yeah, good luck with that one. Touche, Charlie. Only... Charlie Kelly. Only liberal surgeons wear masks. Oh my god. Oh my god. That is so funny. I like your channel. Thank you. Why, thank you. Wherefore art thou, Bay? That's a funny name. I like that. Okay, guys. Much love, much respect, solidarity, comrades. Salute to all my comrades, members, to all the people supporting. JS, rage bait is better than jail bait. Oh, and we know what the Epstein class loves. But make sure you hit subscribe so you can join me every single weekday. Much love, respect. Keep educating people and keep laughing, man, because this is all a joke. Jess, good to see you. Peace.